Hey guys, today we're going to do our phonics lesson number 62 on the computer Google Classroom because I am in another classroom today. So what I want you to do is say the word for me when I give you the sounds. Start with s, k, et, ch, sketch. All right, let's try g, ooh, gloom. Okay, let's try sp, splice. Very nice. And last one, st, strut. Nice. All right. So let's move on. Okay, today we're looking at suffixes with phonetic skills 1 and 4. Phonetic skill 1 is CVC words, so k, at, cat, d, og, dog. Phonetic skill 4 says that if you have a sneaky E at the end of the word, that the E is silent and then the vowel says its name. Okay, so let's look at some words. I want you to read the word. Take, that's phonetic skill 4. It's got the sneaky E. Taking. Now we looked at this before where you will drop the E and add the suffix ing. So you'll go from take to taking. Okay. And then this is flip. Now if you remember when we did flip, if it only has one consonant here, then you've got to double the consonant before adding your suffix. So flip is going to turn to flipping, but notice that we added the consonant to make sure there were two. Okay, what is the word? Zoned. And if we wanted to say zoned, we would drop that E and replace it with ed. And here's the word dodge. Same thing, drop that E, get rid of it, and then replace it with ed. All right, and last one we're going to look at for review is plug. If you wanted to say I plugged in the TV, you would double the consonant and then add ed. Because it only had one consonant and it needs to have two, so you're going to double it and then add ed to it. Okay. All right. So for our lesson today, we're going to learn to add the suffixes ed and ing to R-controlled vowel words. Okay. So like this would be the word star. Very good. The first thing that you're going to mark is your ST because that's an S blend. Then you're going to mark your vowel and your AR because that is an R-controlled vowel that says R. Now, if I wanted to change star to starring, I saw someone starring in a movie. Notice that it's only got that one consonant, so we're going to have to double the consonant like we already know how to do, and then just add the ing as your suffix. So it's really kind of the same on that particular phonetic skill, is that it still has to have two consonants, so you're still going to double it. All right, this is the word mark. All you have to mark in that word is your AR controlled vowel. But if I wanted to say I marked your paper, all you do is add an ed because notice there's already two consonants there. So you're good to go. Okay. All right, here's the word fire, which is phonetic skill 4, saying that if you have this sneaky E, that this vowel before it says its name. If I want to say, you're fired, then I would drop that E and then replace it with ed. And if you remember, we talked about the reason that we dropped the first E is so that we don't have the word fire with an E here and then we add another ed. That wouldn't make sense. Okay. All right, so go ahead and grab your board markers and erasers. I'm going to go ahead and give you the word and you guys write it and then we'll check and see if you marked it. So in this portion of the video, when I give you the word, then you can pause the video, you can write it on your board, and then you can unpause it to check and see if you have it right. So I'm going to move over to my notes board here so that I can write while we are working. All right. Okay, here we go. We're going to start with SURF. S. Hold on, I got to get over here. to make sure. I gotta get over here. There we go. Alright, scribble. S. Let me do that again. Notice that kind of messed up a little. Alright. S. U. R. F. That spells surf. Surf. All you have to mark in that is just your R-controlled vowel, which is UR. Okay? I like to surf at the beach. Now, over here beside it, we've done this before, where you've got, you know, this one over here on this side, and now we're going to have this one over here on this side. We're going to change surf to surfed in the past tense. I surfed at the beach yesterday. So, you're going to write S-U-R-F-E-D. I don't really know why it keeps putting these tiny little dots, but I'll get rid of them. That's fine. Surfed. There we go. Remember, when we add a suffix, all you have to do is boop, right there. Okay. Alright, now let's do, this is a big word. It's going to be splurge. So we're going to start with the SPL, which is the 3-letter L blend. Why does it keep doing that? Let me try that again. Let's do it this way. S-P-L, spool. It's going to be the U-R and G-E at the end. That's a long word to code. It's going to have the S-P-L. There's your vowel with the U-R. There's another vowel, but you don't hear that vowel. And this is a rainbow J, which is a lot of things to write. Splurge. Sometimes I splurge and buy something expensive. Splurge means that maybe you don't get ice cream all the time, but then one day your mom says, hey, let's go get some ice cream. Let's splurge and go get some ice cream. Splurge is when you kind of spend money or do something that you don't get to do all the time. It's kind of like a treat. All right. Over here, we're going to do splurging. So we'll just write splurge again. Remember to pause the video if you need to pause the video. But then if I need to put ing, I have to drop the E and replace it with ing. There you go. So you went from splurge to splurging. It's a lot easier to mark splurging because you just have to do the suffix at the end. All right, let's try burst. Burst. B-U-R-S-T. Burst. You can go ahead and write that and then go ahead and mark it on your board. You can pause in between. So you're going to be marking the U-R and then the S-T, which is the S blend there. Okay. The pipe burst under the ground because it was so cold. All right, over on the other side, we are going to change burst to bursting. Bursting. So here's burst. All I have to do is add ing because it already has these two consonants. So you just need the two consonants, remember, in order to add the ing. All right, the last one we're going to do is nurse. Nurse. N-U-R-S-E. So you've got your R-controlled vowel here, but remember we talked about there's two vowels in this E, you're just not going to hear it. You're not going to hear it at all. So over here we're going to say nursing. My mom is going to nursing school. You're going to drop that E, so we're going to take that E off, replace it with ing, and then underline your suffix. Alright, go ahead and pick up your eraser, and we will play the eraser game. Alright, let's see. Point to the word on your board that has a suffix ed. All right, very good. Surfed, surfed. Are you going to erase that? And you can go ahead and erase the word next to it, which is surf. All right, now point to the word that would go in the sentence. My mother is going to blank school. Nursing, that is going to be right here, nursing. Go ahead and erase nursing, and then over here is nurse. Point to the word on your board that is a synonym for the word explode. Good, burst. It's going to be burst or bursting. So you can go ahead and erase that one. And then the last one is splurge and splurging, which I know those are hard words. They are very hard words. I'll give you that. Okay, our most common word for the day is off. O-F-F, off. Off. All right, in cursive, remember you're going to come up to make that C. Go back around, O, up, down, and there you go. The O, if you remember, it's like making a C, but you come back up. And then the F is like making an L, and then coming back down to the bottom of the line. You can go ahead and practice that. All right, let's, you can pause it while you're practicing and then unpause it and we'll do the sentence, all right? All right, the sentence says, the racing car drove off the road. The racing car drove off the road. You can go ahead and write that, pause this, write it, and then you can unpause it and then check it and see if you got it right. The racing, remember that would be race, but we're going to drop the E and add ing. The racing car drove. Make sure you didn't put a J there because it's not a J. The racing car drove off the road. Okay, once you've unpaused it, you've checked it, you can go ahead and erase your board. I'm going to come back over to the other screen and I want you to go ahead and read starting up here. Ready? Starting, parked, purted, whirling, storm, first, large, off, change, again. Very good. All right, go ahead and read the sentence and then I will read it. I'll give you a chance to read it first. The burning log is charred. Charred means that it's like really black. If it was in the fire and it got charred, then it's got black stuff on it. All right, go ahead and read the second sentence. All right, the charming bird twirled and soared. Soar was one of our words yesterday. Very nice. All right, you guys did a great job, and when you are done, you can go ahead and do your reading horizons on the computer, and then you can do Epic if you finish that until everyone is done, and then your teacher will tell you what to do. Bye.